there lived a man named Victor. He has been known for being cruel and self-centered. By anyone's standards, he was a bad person. For his personal advantages, he would scam his coworkers, bully his employees, and manipulate his neighbors. Victor's wife Sarah and their little daughter Emily were constantly on fear around him. They were used to his unpredictable mood swings and the poisonous remarks he would spew at them. The Smiths, Victor's next-door neighbors, were well aware of his wicked intent. They frequently discussed how much they hated having him as a neighbor. They would whisper to one another about all the times Victor's endless loudness and arguing had ruined their quiet lives. One day, as Victor was walking through the city's crowded streets, he stumbled upon a peculiar old man who looked like he had been around for centuries. He was a monk by the name of Master Wu, and he was a guy of extraordinary talent. He possessed the ability to read people's minds. Master Wu believed that his ability could be utilized to transform the lives of individuals who had drifted off the road of morality. He had been leading an isolated existence, seeking enlightenment through meditation and reflection. Unaware of his special skills, Victor walked up to the monk and felt a weird attraction towards Master Wu. Master Wu went on out and touched Victor's forehead without saying a word. Victor was suddenly in a state of shock as he started to hear what everyone else was thinking. He heard the thoughts of his wife Sarah, who wept in her room, praying for an end to her husband's cruelty and desperately wishing for a better life for her and Emily. He heard the thoughts of his daughter Emily, who was growing up without the love and support she so desperately needed. She yearned for her father to be kind and loving, like the other fathers she saw in the neighborhood. Also, Victor heard the Smiths and other of his neighbors discussing how happy they would be to move away from him and how much they wished for peaceful lives free from his frequent intrusion. They too desired Victor's transformation. Victor looked to Master Wu, his eyes welling with tears as he was overcome by the reality of his own selfishness and the suffering he had brought about.
"I have to change,"
he said, his voice quivering with regret.
"I can't go on like this."
Master Wu offered a nod of approval.
My son, you've already made the first move toward atonement. Although finding a better way is never too late, the road to change is not simple.
Victor left his former life behind. Years were spent learning the virtues of goodness, compassion, and selflessness from Master Wu. He set out on a spiritual quest in search of inner peace and a chance to make up for his previous sins. Victor developed into a kind and humble man as the years went on. The Smiths quickly discovered they were no longer in need of moving away, as Victor had evolved into a considerate and polite neighbor. Ultimately, Victor left the material world behind to become a monk like Master Wu. He made the decision to lead a simple life while seeking spiritual enlightenment and assisting others. Victor's tale served as an effective reminder that when faced with the truth and a true desire for transformation, even the worst among us have the capacity for change and redemption.